Welcome to another Monday music lesson with Floyd Music School. In this episode, and many to follow, Jen and her student, Liam, have chosen to share with you Liam's journey into learning the piano. This lesson will allow you, as the audience, to join Liam as he progresses starting at the very beginning. I want to give a special thanks to Liam for allowing us to share his progress with all of you.
I'm with Liam, and we're filming for Citizens TV, your lesson, and we're on I Like You. And do you remember what the new thing was on that page?
Da Capo and Allegro.
Yes, Da Capo, Alfine, all those together. We don't have to say Da Capo every time. We can say DC, because we know that DC stands for that. Do you remember what Da Capo means?
Repeat.
It does. It means to go back to the beginning. Just remember, capo is from the Latin from the head. Remember we talked about that? If your teacher said, hey, Liam, go to the head of the line, that means you get to be in the front. You get to be at the beginning. So when we get down here and we notice there's no thick black line telling us it is the end of the song, because it's not. We're going to go from here, da capo, al fine, back to the beginning, to here, to the finish. Fine means end or finish. Okay? This is one you worked on this week, yes? Okay, let's do that. Let's play through I Like You. And count yourself off. G, that's a G, there you go.
Oh, yeah, she's
That's okay. That's okay. We'll restart. When you do the G's here, do you remember when we talked about skips or thirds, and they're kind of easy to see if we look carefully? There's a line note here, and then we go down to the next line note, which means I've skipped the space note here. So if I'm on G, I'm skipping F, I'm going to go down to E, then that's a step down, and here we go back to the beginning. Speaking of skips, those were all skips, weren't they? Fine or
finish.
Finish. The end. We're done. Let's do it one more time, because I want you to put a sticker on it. And I think you know that this is probably the trickiest spot right here.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think same note, skip, skip, right? This one's same note, skip, step. Let's do it one more time, Liam. That was really good. I know you were working on your recital piece this week, so this is kind of, we just needed to refresh it, didn't we? Very nice. You did it. That was definitely sticker worthy. There's one more thing we want to remind everybody. What does MF mean at the beginning of the music there?
Mezzo forte.
Which is what? That's Italian, but what does that mean?
Medium loud.
Medium loud. Good for you. And I think you did that. New word here. Do you remember how to pronounce that?
Allegro.
Good for you. Which one does that mean? Slow, walking along, or quickly? Let's see. How about if I said, what does adagio mean?
Whoa.
Okay.
Allegro's fast.
There you go. Quickly and happily. Allegro means quickly and happily. Sticker on that page for you. We'll do that in a minute. We are going to adjust your fingers, I think. One finger. Oh, yes, we're going to move up. See how you had one thumb on B and one thumb on C? So we're going to move your left thumb up to C and your right thumb up to D, which changes the notes that your fingers are in charge of. So we want to take a minute to look at that because that's going to be a little different. And I think it would be good if for just being me, we said the note names before we play it. What do you think about that idea? Just to review. What's the name of this first note? I know there's a lot. But if you see, it's mostly just your right hand. What's this first note called? Line note sitting on the bottom of the treble staff.
Oh, E.
Big old elephant sitting on the bottom, right? Okay,
E.
so E.
E.
And we're skipping up to
G.
Good.
G. G.
Step down.
F.
Yes.
F. G. F. G. No. F.
That's F. And skip down to
D.
Good.
D.
Skip back up to
F. F. F.
stepping down from F to big old guy on the bottom line.
E.
There you go. E for 2. Then E.
It's harder for me to have to say it, and it's easier for me just to play it.
I know, because when we're only in charge of a few notes with our fingers, it's sort of easy to know where I need to play with my fingers, but it's also really good that you know what the name of the note is on the music, not just where it is here. Does that make sense? Because when we start doing, I don't have a book here to show you to flip to something that's a lot harder, you won't be able to do that anymore. You'll have to know for sure the names of the notes and exactly where your finger has to go to play it. Because we'll be moving around. We aren't going to just be in one spot. And we'll start doing that in your second book when we get to that. So this is an E, and then F, and then E again. What's this one?
E, C, C, E, 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 D, D, E, D, E, now D, G, G, F, A,
Going up, yeah. So G, G, step up to A, step
B,
up to B,
C.
to C. Very nice. Let me do this, Liam, to help you with your eyes so you remember to look down to left hand and back up again. Like that we do sometimes to help. Okay, now think about our fingers are in a little different spot. One thumb needs to be on C and one thumb needs to be on D. So just take a minute and refresh in your head what finger is in charge of what key. If your thumb here is on D, finger 2 is in charge of E, 3 is on F, 4 is on G, and your left hand thumb is C, second finger is B, third finger is A, fourth finger is G. So I'll have to get used to that a little bit. It's okay. That's what practicing's for, right? All right, let's try it again. 1, 2, ready, go. Skip up. Skip up to F. Good. For 2. Skip or step up. So you were on E here. There you go, F. Back to E. For 2. And C with your left thumb. It's okay. It's all right. I know. We're in a different place. We're going to practice. time right away while it's still fresh in your head. See what I was talking about with your hands in a different spot? I like that they do that in this book, though, because then you're not just memorizing what notes your fingers have. We're moving a little bit, so it's making you actually read the music and tell yourself what finger to
Will
play.
I ever do mental see with my pinky or something?
Yeah, sometime you will. Yeah, we'll be moving around. Get your posture good again, and make sure. Yes, no, this part of your hands we don't ever want it like that, right? That isn't prepared and ready to play. Don't let your wrists pop up though. Yeah, just relax them. Sometimes just scooting back a little bit straightens your wrists out. Remember, if you're too close, you're gonna have those little puppy dog, like puppy, or I like to call it a T-Rex with the little arms. Yeah, you can't do that for piano. Sometimes it's just an adjustment of how you're sitting. It doesn't have anything to do with your hands. No zombie arms either. Nice and relaxed. Capital L in each arm. Nice curves. If I needed to, I could roll this underneath here and you wouldn't stop it from moving across the keys because your hands aren't flat on the keys. That's looking good, but don't let it pop up too high. That's too high. You would end up with a sore wrist after a while. Yeah. If you need to, remember we do this like you're holding a ball and then just straight over. That looks nice. That's good, Liam. Double check your fingers are in the right spot. Yes. One thumb on C, one thumb on D. Will you count yourself off? 1, 2. Go now, left thumb. Back to right hand. That was good. I want to do it one more time. I want to show you something. Doing it one more time. I'm going to start you just a little slower. There you go. Just make an adjustment. It's hard. The last one.
Just to do it like that.
I know, because we've been doing them like that.
I can still play it like that.
Ooh, I don't think it would sound the same. And I can't really explain to you why right now, but we'll talk about that another time. Move your thumbs up. There you go. I'm going to slow you down just a little bit, and I bet it's going to take away some of the little, I call silly mistakes that you wouldn't make if you weren't going as fast as you were going. So I'm going to slow you down a little bit. 1, 2, ready, go. Get ready. One more D. That was better. Good for you. This little part right here is a little spot we're going to work out. I want to show you one more thing today, and then we'll get your stickers. Okay, and talk about your workbook a little bit. I know you're getting really close to the end. We're going to make one more hand position change for this song, Trumpet Man. You're going to remember when the one has a circle around it, it means your thumbs are sharing. What note are your thumbs going to be sharing with? B. So put both thumbs on B. So even just a little bit of a different adjustment for this song. At the end of it, I see 2 dots. What are we supposed to do there?
Or B.
We're going to do it again. Let's put your thumbs on B. Oh, wait, Liam, I almost forgot. Look, right here, blue box, something new that you haven't seen before, or not at least in this book with me, you haven't seen it. What does it say? What's it called?
A dotted half note.
Okay, so I see a half note. Do you remember how many beats are in a half note?
2.
2. Guess what that little dot is that comes after it?
Another one.
It's not another half note, but it's another note. It's actually a quarter note, an abbreviated little tiny quarter note. So a dotted half note is a half note plus a quarter note. So how many beats will it
So
get
it'd be
altogether?
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. That's exactly right. That's a little dot. Instead of in the music writing it like this, tied together and holding it over, we just changed this quarter note to a little dot, and now we have 2 plus 1 makes 3. You want to try it? And I'll show you the way I like to say it. So when you say the note name, like this G here, you'll say G, 2, 3. Because if I say G, 1, 2, 3, guess how many beats I gave it, right? So the 1 is going to be the note name, and then say 2, 3, okay? Want to try it? Let's do it. This will be our last thing we'll do. Put your thumbs on B. You might want to look and see
Okay.
if any of your thumbs are going to play at all, so you know which one to have ready, but I don't even see that we play B. It's just a placeholder to keep your hand in the right spot. Okay?
Yep.
There you go. We're going to start on middle C, second finger, and I'm going to slow you down just so since this is sight reading. 1, we count you off. We're going to start on C. 1, 2, ready, go. And that's A, back to C. And that's A again. For 2, A, G, 2, 3, there's your new note. A, G, 2, 3. Back to C. There you go. A for 2, down 1 note to G for 2. A, G, F, note. Very nice, and you're playing forte, which is perfect. Does this melody sound familiar to you at all?
Could you
Want me to play it? Sure, so you can hear it. I think some people would recognize it. Let's listen for a second. But if I sped it up a little bit. Anybody in the studio audience know this song? Yeah, it's Camptown Races. So when I was a kid, we used to watch Looney Tunes cartoons.
The chicken.
Yeah. What's his name? The big chicken and the little chicken. And they would sing this song, or he would go around singing this song. Oh, what's his name? That's right. Foghorn Leghorn. Your grandma got it. She gets a sticker too. All right. So, how did you know to play this forte? What told you that you needed to play loudly?
The F.
The little squirrely F at the beginning of the song says F for forte, and in Italian, here since you're learning Italian, you know that forte means to play loudly. Okay, so let's review, and then we'll take a minute and look at your workbook after we are finished up here. Sticker on here, reviewed Da Capo al Fine. Over here, we learned what it feels like to move up into a different position and play a whole bunch of notes from a different spot, right? And then the new thing on here, dotted half note, and a song that you are familiar with, Camptown Races. So Liam, you have 1, 2, 3 songs left in the book. And then we get to be promoted to book 2. How's that sound?
Yay.
I think that sounds cool too.
Whoa, that.
You want to give me a fist bump?
Yeah, but your duet part on this is crazy.
It's crazy. It's fancy. Fist bump. Good work. Over and out.
Bye.